So I feel like the biggest news of the week came from Smackdown last night and the first potential tease of Malakai Black in WWE, as a vignette would air with smoke and then eventually the number 4 appearing in it. Now, obviously, we don't really know what this means. We don't actually know if it's Malakai Black, and I find it really interesting that seemingly no journalists have gone out there and said this is a tease for Malakai yet. Now, that may be because WWE is in Europe right now, but obviously, you know, communications by DM, text message, things like that still exist. And we don't have a clue what this means. Is this in 4 weeks' time? Is it a faction of 4? We just don't know. Now, I think a lot of us have expected for Aleister Black, Malakai Black to return. The question will be, what is his presentation? Will it be something like we saw in AEW? Or will they leave off from the Dark Father gimmick he had in WWE? Only time will tell. The other big tease from SmackDown, of course, the person who we're pretty sure is Rey Fenix. Very interesting, though, that this would air on SmackDown and not Raw. Penta is currently on Raw. Together, they combined to make the Lucha Brothers. But it's very cool that WWE is doing this prior to WrestleMania. We'll have to see when they actually show up, though, and if we get more mystery vignettes next week. So, a new story about Rhea Ripley that actually took me a while to find. I see a lot of people talking about it, but I found where it originated. So, there's a new story out there that Triple H is currently punishing Rhea Ripley. Now, the source of this seems to be Vince Russo. Via the Coach and Bro show, Vince Russo would actually say that Triple H is furious with Rhea Ripley after she rejected a storyline that he pitched to her, and that's why right now she's being punished. I mean, is she being punished, though? Rhea lost the World Championship, yes. Io totally deserved it, though, and the storyline called for it. So, is it a punishment that she's still heading towards WrestleMania for what we think is going to be a triple threat, and she's being featured on weekly TV? I don't think there's much truth to this one. Something we know that is confirmed, though, Lillian Garcia is leaving Friday Night SmackDown, announcing on social media after SmackDown this week that she is now done in that full-time announcing role. She made it very clear that she's going to be doing some Saturday night's main events, and she will be doing other projects within WWE, and if they need her, she's probably just a phone call away. She did, however, say that this is a start of a new era, so who replaces Lillian Garcia? I guess we find out next week on SmackDown. Matt Hardy has confirmed that the Hardy Boys' time in NXT has come to an end. He did confirm that there are plans with the Hardys to do something else in WWE, though. And that's not really a surprise. A couple of weeks ago, we spoke about a story that WWE wanted to utilise the Hardy Boys much more, and in fact, do it on the main roster. Now, obviously, with that being said, I don't think we should expect it anytime soon. The story then did say later this year. Matt Hardy also did say in the future, so possibly after WrestleMania, maybe even like summer, autumn kind of time. We'll just have to wait and see. Speaking of TNA, though, the Meta Girls would show up last night on a TNA pay-per-view, and they want the Knockouts Tag Team Championships. Honestly, I think this is a really good move for them. I think they are ready for the main roster. There's always been rumours of them being called up. I don't see a place for them on the main roster right now. Keeping them in NXT doing nothing makes no sense. Going after the TNA Knockouts belts? Why not? Yesterday, WWE announced WWE Backlash will take place May 10th in St. Louis. Now, there was rumours that this was going to take place in Mexico City, so bit of a shock that it's going to be in St. Louis. However, WWE has advertised that at Dastardly Hill, John Cena will be on the Backlash show. So, does that indicate John Cena is winning number 17 at WrestleMania? Maybe. WWE kicked off the Road to WrestleMania tour throughout Europe last night when they was in Barcelona. Now, there was some time differences. It was shown for most of the world on Netflix live, and then later on for USA Network. Just remember, that's not the case for Raw on Monday. Because it's broadcast on Netflix, the start time will be 3 p.m. Eastern to watch it live. Now, obviously, you can wait later on and watch it later on if you choose to. It's on demand. But the official start time is 3 p.m. Eastern. And it's going to be like this for a couple of weeks now. Obviously, this tour is meant to last 3 weeks. SmackDown will always have that delay for you guys in America. NXT's not affected. Raw will just be on a bit earlier. A potential character change for Zelina Vega coming up. Now, we know Zelina's booked in a match next week on SmackDown against Piper Niven. She took to Twitter, though, and put a tweet out saying, oh, and just one more thing. Let's just say next week, I'll have a few brand new surprises for you. Listen closely. The new Zelina Vega. The visual is here. Now, obviously, Zelina did include a little snippet of her promos from when she moved to SmackDown. You know, she had the bike and all that kind of stuff. Is that maybe how she makes her entrance next week on a motorbike? Could it just be a new theme song? We don't know yet. But something big is coming for Zelina next Friday on SmackDown. I honestly think this is long overdue. I think Zelina deserves a push. We'll just have to wait and see what it is. A story that's dominated the internet wrestling community this week is about WWE ID and how talent signed to ID was required by WWE to go and work the indies, etc., etc. But when they did, their matches were scripted basically by WWE. This was reported by Dave Meltzer, and let's just say it's not true. This has been reported now a lot, and it's not true. Multiple different sources from multiple different indie wrestling shows have confirmed it's not true. WWE has filed to trademark the name Grande Americano. We believe it is for the character that's definitely not Chad Gable, you know, that random dude who jumped the barricade, etc. on Raw this week. We think that's going to be him. Maybe he's going to show up again. Hopefully security's a little bit more active than they were on Monday. It's been reported by Dave Meltzer. Now, make of that what you will. Drew McIntyre was originally moved to SmackDown for a post-WrestleMania feud with Cody Rhodes. Dave would ramble on though and basically say that, you know, this is dependent on what happens with The Rock and John Cena. Basically implying if Cena beats Cody, then it might not happen. Basically you're just guessing. But a lot of people are talking about it. I personally think it makes sense. I think the storyline would be great. And whether they do this for the WWE title or not, if it's non-championship, I still think this feud would be one I want to see. Much like they've done for the NFL, WWE has released some championships for European football clubs. I think that's very fun. Note they called it football and not soccer because football is the right term. Fightful Select reported this week that WWE may have signed Jeff Cobb. Now, apparently WWE's had a lot of interest in Jeff recently, and he has shown up recently on internal rosters, which could indicate he's signed. Now, we don't know if he's going to go straight to the main roster or to NXT, or even if he'll show up immediately. So, something to wait and see on, but definitely cool if they have signed Jeff. Triple H has shared a picture, obviously celebrating the new tag team champions, the Street Profits. What a moment that was to end out SmackDown as well. I see a lot of concern online that WWE may hot potato the tag belts during the European tour. Honestly, let's see. It might be really good. Let's finish with this one, shall we? Because I'm so enthralled with this Who Attacked Jade Cargill storyline. We had the reveal. It's Naomi. It should all be done and dusted, right? Well, maybe not. Jade last night on SmackDown indicated that she didn't see Naomi attack her. She just saw Naomi run away. Now, Naomi has admitted it, but with Jade saying what she said last night, it really does make me wonder if there's more to it, if there's another big twist coming. Could it be Bayley, as a lot of people in the comment section of things you might have missed said last night? Could it be Bianca? Could it be someone else? I am honestly enthralled by this storyline. Maybe the whole Naomi-Bianca Belair thing was a cover-up to make Bianca go over to fight for the other world championship and Jade ignores her for the time being. Maybe. This has really fun implications where we could do the Naomi-Jade match and then get another twist in the story. And I really like that. I like when wrestling is fun, unpredictable, and genuinely anything can happen. But there is your Saturday WWE news. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. It really does help it out. Let me know all your thoughts, your theories in the comment section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, share the video, and I'll catch you as always next time. Peace!